Whatculture.
Google Maps is a wonderful tool. I mean, there was a time when we had to get a big book and use our brains to figure out which direction we were meant to head. What's that about? It's far easier just to whack some information into Google and let the computer do the hard work for you. Google Maps isn't a one-trick pony mind and has actually mapped a huge portion of the entire Earth. That's nuts, and also allows you to go and check out a region of Brazil should that be something you want to do with your time. You just type it in and then boom! Google gives you a snapshot of the place. Sometimes you get more than you bargain for though. I'm Simon from Whatculture. This is 10 shocking things you can see on Google Maps. Number 10, Manchester Alley. Head to the right coordinates in Manchester and you can see what seems to be a prostitute giving a man a handjob. Or it may just be a loved up couple deciding they couldn't wait anymore. But either way, that's an image that's there, just waiting to be seen. The best part is when you think of it being taken originally. Google is driving around capturing the area and then there it is. If the picture is anything to go by, the lady didn't even mind. Looked at the vehicle and just kept on going. Fair enough. Number 9, man on a mission. Location-wise, this image is unknown, but yes, that is a man walking towards the Google car with a gun in his hand.
Say hello to my little friend!
And while I'm no body language expert, he looks particularly pissed off. The dude in the background seems utterly unperturbed by the whole thing, so maybe it's just a casual bring your gun to work day. But thinking this exists within Google Maps is mad. Number 8, Lake Blood. That, friends, is a lake of blood. How else would you describe it? It's a big red waterway that definitely doesn't look normal, in any sense. While this technically exists on Google Earth, it's still within the same remit and comes from just outside Sadir City. On top of that, it is, what I shall deem, a bloody lake of death. And that could actually be true, because nobody knows what the deal with this is. A good guess would be that a lot of dead bodies are being held in there. The only advice I have for you is don't swim in it. That would suck. Number 7, the dead body of a 14-year-old. Things obviously get removed from Google Maps all the time, especially as it's so easy to miss things that are genuinely scarring. One of these is what many believe to be a dead body of a 14-year-old. When Joe Barrera from San Francisco stumbled across the image on Google, he was pretty certain a tiny body in the shot was of his deceased son who was shot and killed in 2009. That's horrific in so many ways, especially as you can see a police car in the picture too. It's just uncomfortable to look at. Number 6, somebody urinates on camera. A woman, or man, couldn't hold it in anymore as they walked the streets of Madrid in 2009, so squatted down behind a car in broad daylight and then let Mother Nature do its thing. If you want to try and argue what's going on here, just look towards the ground at the streams of wee running down the road. And Google couldn't care less. Great, but that is not something I ever needed to see. Another person just letting it all out. Thanks for that. Number 5, Detroit gunslingers. Given that Google scours as much of planet Earth as it possibly can, it's no real surprise how much shocking footage it captures. While driving around Detroit, it seems very likely a gang was caught on camera with one holding what appears to be a semi-automatic weapon. Thankfully, it's pointed at the ground. But there's still an element of danger here. I bet no one signed up for that when they were told they're on Google Map duty that day. Hey Kevin, you gotta take the Google car out today. Don't worry. There won't be any people with guns. Well, you were wrong, Google, because there were a lot of people with guns. Number 4, mannequins. A bunch of mannequins all thrown in a bin is terrifying. Firstly, it looks like something from Silent Hill or Condemned, which genuinely had a segment where mannequins get all up in your face, and whoever was responsible for this should have been more thoughtful. Imagine it was dark and you stumbled across these. You'd be scared shitless. It would look like a bunch of chopped up, discarded dead bodies. But there it is. A bunch of mannequins just stuck into a bin. Some people don't think. Number 3, mafia crime. Just look at this image for a while. Clear your brain, concentrate. What do you see? If you think it looks like a trail of blood and a couple of dudes about to throw a dead body into a river, well, you'd be absolutely wrong. But you're completely forgiven for thinking that way. It looks just like it. Thankfully, it's just a line of water on the dock that was caused by a wet dog. Now, that's not thrilling in any sense, but it is the truth. For a moment there, though, we all believed. Number 2, a plane crash. That is a crash plane. It hasn't been faked, it's not a drawing, it's literally the debris of a wreckage. The question then is why the hell Google is letting this on Google Maps? The answer is that it's not a real plane crash. While everything you're seeing is legit, the disaster itself is fake and was all part of NBC's trauma back in 2009. Still kinda cool, however. You can just stare at it and come up with a story and know that your story is nowhere near the truth. Because the truth is, it's just a prop from a TV show. Number 1. Baby's day out. That's a baby. Outside a Gucci shop, just chilling out, completely alone. What? With no context, there's far too many questions to be answered, but it does look like an infant has been left by itself outside of a fashion retail store. That's all I've got, unless someone saw the Google Map car and thought they'd screw around with them. But even then, look after your child, because what is more important than looking after your child? So, next time you've got a spare 10 minutes, why not explore Google Maps and see what you come up with? Then when you're done, don't forget to comment, like, share and subscribe. I'm Simon from Whatculture, and I'll chat to you again soon.